71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Chicago Bears. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Set, ready.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Throwing on second and 14. Tua. And he's got his big tight end here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Ready.
Play action, now it's Tua. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Matt Judon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Austin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 4th down. Here's Wilson. He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Rams
Rams are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
What a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of it.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Bears are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They start on the ground here at Sanders.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
Let's go.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
They'll send Brown in motion right. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's...
Oh, they try lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Tua going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, the offense had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Okay, break.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Tua.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Being chased out left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua, eluding the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Bears are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space there. They elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Kamara up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass. You don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. Has the head coach handling it, the offensive coordinator. Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the sack on first down, Tua. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game. Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down.
That swung out wide to Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Velus Jones.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Bears are able to add on to their first half lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but What makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Forced out to his left. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Tua, a final shot before half. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This one taken just inside the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Squeeze, get in there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to find Edwards open downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. It's Edwards again. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Rams
teams are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got
it's caught inside the 25.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. You think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
The quick slant caught. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
It's a second down run with Sanders. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he is going to have the Bears first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. Now Wilson. Again, that's Hurst. And he'll be brought down at the 27. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Touchdown! A.J. Brown with career touchdown number 75. And the Bears are pouring it on. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just...
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Miles Sanders with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Well, familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, and bottom line is don't quit competing.
Well, this throw caught left side. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, straight.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Straight. Check, straight. Ready.
Here's Tua. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
General, back. Let's go. Yeah, ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Alpha. Echo.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. To his throw, complete here to Ayuk. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch in the game. Big reason why they're down. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to pass. Tua. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. From the 22, Wilson. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 33. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. After the turnover, it's Tua. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Tua now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Tua. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. In motion right is Jones. Play action. Now Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
On first down, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Again, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad is on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss into...
And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Oh, Wilson going to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working?
He's got a man complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to get a nice long soaking hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. This is Smith with a grab. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One final try for Tagovailoa. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Bears come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Chicago, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Rams, what else is new? They fall again. That's now 10 straight losses to start the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights.
It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game. Your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game.
First off, let me talk my... Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my... It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it? Treat it like the law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm the... I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Try to sink my ship like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the is built like a Maserati, yoga folding like origami? What? I walk the walk, I talk the talk, I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare. Drove it really far. Crazy how did this happen, wishing on a star. It's a celebration, I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you'll be eating Budokan. What you want? What you want? Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if you getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like, immune to everybody, this is stunt 101. Up in the club, throwing the 50s like, hate it, I love it, I just can't get enough. Labels keep calling me, I said move if you call me please, or don't even bother me. They said, oh my apology, they keep calling and calling. I keep stalling and stalling. Rookie of the year, my career snowballing. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest.